your name?
I'm Patty Boyd.
And this is you run the organization, the Comic Book Assembly?
I kind of fell into charge of it. There was the woman who set it up moved away, and then a friend of mine ended up being in charge of it, and she didn't want it, so it kind of fell on me.
So does her chest sort of back to the solar
So,
I've seen a lot of
why was it important for you to step into this role? Because what does the Comic Book Assembly do?
Well, we try to inspire our fellow artists to work together. And I didn't want to lose it. I really enjoy it. So.
Well, I mean, what did you enjoy? What did you enjoy about the Comic Book Assembly? I mean, how has it inspired you as an artist?
I really like working with the other artists, like James here. He's an amazing artist. And Sue too, and Kevin, and I just really enjoy working with everyone and seeing the different styles, working with their different concepts and ideas. It's just a lot of fun to do.
So, is it a thing where you just get together and you draw together, or do you work together on a project?
We did an anthology a little while ago, and we're gonna start trying to draw together more now that our convention season's dying down a little more. But mostly at meetings we discuss possible ideas to come up, and soon we're going to get to drawing.
So you're hoping to produce anthologies with material from each of the artists in your group. I heard that your group meets locally. Where do they meet?
We meet at Play the Game, Read the Story in Carousel Mall, Monday nights at 6 p.m. Although that time might change soon. I don't know.
Now, is this an open organization, or is there any qualifications for joining your group?
It's totally open. We have people from all over the spectrum. One of our artists is like a professional toy designer. One of our artists is still in high school. So it's really all over, and it's totally open. People wander in and be like, "Hey, that looks cool." We're like, "Come join the club," you know.
It's nice to see organizations like that. Mostly about, I mean, that seems unique in an artist community, where.
Yeah, a lot of artist communities feel a little too exclusive, and some artists feel a little bit uppity. I've met some artists who are really nice, though, and I really want to be like a cool guy like them, so I'm trying. We're trying with the club.
So, what work here is yours?
Well, we did a pin-up coloring book thing. I actually drew Wonder Woman here. I was going to color her in a second.
This is an early sketch of your Wonder Woman. Awesome.
And I drew this comic here, St. Peter's Cross. I've been working on it for 6 years.
Wow.
6 years?
So,
is it ever going to be done?
I don't know. It depends on if I ever get it done. I do have an ending planned, but I don't know if it will actually end.
So, this is your comic,
Yep.
St. Peter's Cross. Mm-hmm. What is St. Peter's Cross about?
Dead people with superpowers who talk about their feelings more than do action. I intended it to be totally an action comic, but it turned out more people discussing their feelings. Sometimes comics take a life on their own and just go wherever they want and leave you in the dust.
And how many issues do you have?
I'm working on the 6 right now. This is issues 1 through 5 that I have here. I've drawn over 100 pages of it in 6 years. You think I'd be a little faster than that?
Now I noticed the shading. Is that digital?
Yeah, digital toning. I got a program a while ago.
Now, I interviewed another artist earlier. You do the penciling, the inking.
Yep.
You do the
I do all of it.
You do the whole show.
I don't make money doing this very often, so I can't pay anybody to help me out with it. So it's all me.
So I've noticed, like, a lot of the younger artists that I've talked to are doing everything right now. And I remember back in the day, you always see more of a breakdown. There was a penciler, there was an inker, there was a colorist, even a letterer. Why do you think that this new generation of artists are doing everything themselves?
For more creative freedom. Or maybe they're inspired by like how the Japanese do it. They have like a single artist or an artist and a writer, and that's pretty much it.
but you're also writing too.
Yeah.
So you're, I mean, you got it all down.
I don't. Maybe because it's easier. You don't have to worry about anybody else's opinions or worry about anything. Really, it's all just yours.
So you want to take a moment to tell me about your anthology and
Syzygy.
so I'm glad you mentioned that because there's no way in heck I was able to pronounce it myself. All right, what does just the word for your title, which I can't pronounce, mean?
It means an alignment. Like it can be a planetary alignment, like the moon and the earth and the sun, like an eclipse or a full moon. Or it can be like emotional alignment. Really, things that are kind of alike but dissimilar, which is kind of a vague term, which makes it really easy to draw a comic for it. Mine is about a werewolf, kind of taking it a little literal with the moon thing.
So that's the theme of the anthology.
Yeah, the theme is the word syzygy, alignments.
And how many artists contributed to this?
7. I couldn't remember. We had a couple artists who were trying to get stuff out in time and just never really got around to it. And we have a couple artists who have joined since then. So we have more artists now, but I don't know if we have more artists that produce.
So, I mean, was that contributions by covers all the people in your organization at the time that were ready to produce, or were there qualifications?
No, there were no requirements or qualifications, except for that you get it done in time to get it printed. So we have like Len, who is really an amazing draft artist, and we have Marcus, who is still learning, you know?
Actually, you want to show the camera so we can see the range of artists that you have in your organization.
We have Marcus, who claims to be our resident furry artist, and
Put the camera back and get over here.
Len, who is like a professional toy designer and draft artist and teacher and amazing. I think everybody has like art crushes on him in our group.
And this is your group's first.
Yes, our first anthology. Hopefully not our last. We gotta find a new thing to base our next anthology off of.
And when are you planning on that?
I have no idea. We're working towards getting to Small Press Expo now. So right now we're focusing on personal projects, trying to get them produced out in time so we can sell them at the Small Press Expo.
And if someone who wasn't here with us today, wanted to order that, where would they do that?
Probably through one of our multitude of websites. We got one on Facebook. We have one on SmackJeeves, cba.smackjeeves.com. We have one on Facebook. Pretty much everywhere. We put up a site wherever we can.
And is your own personal comic available there too?
Yeah, it's on my DeviantArt page. I'm Eilid, E-I-L-I-D, at DeviantArt on DeviantArt.com. I post pretty much all my comics on there. I also have Smack Jeeves account. I have a couple of comics up there too.